Plug in. I plugged it in, but I
That's
wasn't.
it. It's good.
Cool.
All right. Be safe. Be smart. Have fun.
Nice. We're gonna have a good time today. Woo! Adventure with my superhero boyfriend. Oh, forgot the camera was on. Ooh. When did you get here? So I have a 1-day weekend. I got a 3-day conference I'm co-facilitating
It's a little weird without
with a lovely woman
sunglasses,
from
but, oh well.
Australia who just flew in, which will be in San Francisco, the conference at my work. So, right, but it starts tomorrow. So, only day to get a bicycle ride in and now a motorcycle ride. So we are heading to East Bay Motorsports for an errand or two. We're gonna just browse at the ponies in the stable, and I'm gonna see about getting a couple small parts that would help my bike out. Nothing too major, but a couple parts were missing, and then one sort of broke or just had aged and fell off. It was
Remember to lean in.
a slip cover.
Don't panic brake on a curve. Brake before
What do you call them?
curves.
Pegs, the front pegs. To one of the front pegs.
Be well disciplined.
And these little doodads that hold the gasoline
Use your patience.
flap flat on the tank. There's these little rubber bushings that I'm missing as a separate thing. So mostly just an excuse to get out on the ride. Have some nice crisp fall weather. It's mid-November, as you know, from looking at the lower right. I can't see that, but you can see it. So it's gonna get kind of cold. We're layered up a bit. At least I am. That's right. I remember which way we're gonna go. So check it out. I'm rocking a kind of a wrist controller. I don't know if you can see it blink occasionally. That's allowing me to do some quickie camera changes if we want. Start, stop, snap a photo. First time I'm trying that today. That's part of the HD drift thing, which you can maybe see. Well, it's the same thing Hunter's got. Really nice birthday present from my Pookums. That's on his side there. I got the same thing. So I can actually take a picture of him if I look like this.
Don't lose your concentration.
I know. Focus on your training, little one. Split by a silly traffic light. We're
Alright,
so
that
close.
wasn't cool.
We're so close and yet so far apart. I feel so distant from you, boyfriend. Nice little spoiler on there. Spoiler alert, you know what I'm saying? Sun felt really good on a bicycle ride today. It's probably in the mid-60s, so it's a little cool, but in the sun it is divine. I actually rode without anything on my arms, with the hopes to catch a little vitamin D. And if I got a little bit of a sunburn, bring it! Which I doubt. Okay, I got a question for you viewers. Does Hunter remind you of Bat Boy? You know what just happened in San Francisco? I mean, is that a superhero or what? He is the Dark Knight. But if he was the Dark Knight, he'd be talking like all the time. You know Christian Bale, right? It's always a little bumpy through here. Not too bad today. Feeling pretty good on the bike so far. Like, I kind of remember it now. I think if I ride at least once a week, it sort of feels more natural, and if it's like a couple weeks or 3 weeks go by, it definitely feels a little bit, takes a little getting used to. That is for sure. Bumpy, bumpy, bumpy. Uh-oh. Let's give it some beans.
Good for her. That was awesome.
Well, that's kind of like giving it beans for this girl.
That's
Up a
awesome.
hill. Good every once in a while for it to get close to max throttle, I'm sure. After she's all warm. Pretty day though. Nice lighting. It's gonna be dark when we come home, so maybe I won't tape that, but you know, as of now, let's enjoy this time together in the Oakland Hills. We have an awesome, what do you call it? Not observation thing, but I'm blanking on the name. Hey, that's cool. Segways. Two-wheeled brothers and sisters of a different kind.
That's crazy.
Chabot Space and Science Observatory. I guess that's an observatory. But it's really cool. At certain times of the year, you can see the rings of Saturn with their telescopes. like really see them, not just sort of like a hint, like you see rings going around a planet way the fuck out there. I have to say that was probably one of the more mind-blowing things that I've ever done. So if you've got an observatory near you, I recommend it. And they've got a free Friday and Saturday night viewing here at the Chabot Space and Science. It's kind of awesome. Oh shit. Did not expect this. Whoa.
Road hazard.
Well, I guess it's good that they're going to resurface,
Crap.
but did not expect to be
No going faster
motorbiking
here.
on dusty waffles. It's got a nice grip, I guess. This is probably what it feels like for you dirt bikers with your dirt treads. It's pretty gnarly. Like I'm stuck. You know, every once in a while the world throws you a curveball.
Will be smooth
Something
roads.
right there. That's not good.
It's kind of cool. I mean,
maybe it was soft.
Sucks
Thought it
now,
was
but it
tar.
will be great in the future.
Wow. So California's doing more. They just did the other part of Skyline back that way. You saw last week's thing, which I haven't put up yet, so you couldn't yet, but maybe you have by now. By the time you're seeing this, you know, merge them together. Because the new pavement there was fantastic. Fantastic. Boom. Sort this out. Oh right, we are going left. Cool. So wow, there's like fucking cables right there. Little sensor cables. Pretty, well, I guess sort of intense. Unexpected. Alright, so this is Redwood Road, one of our favorite little canyon roads. It's got a bunch of eucalyptus up ahead, and then redwoods further in.
Gotta keep that road in mind that it's got road construction on it when we come back. So we might come back up through Pinehurst.
Nice little area without a lot of cars. A lot of wildlife and some really great forests. So, yay, California, Berkeley, Oakland Hills. Well, we're Oakland Hills, I guess, but yay, Oakland Hills. A perfect little secret gem. And some of this is part of Oakland, some of it's the next town, but when people say Oakland is dicey or whatever, I'm like, well, this is also Oakland. I mean, there are oak trees in Oakland. There are also redwoods. So, just kind of depends. Oakland's very, very big. And being, I guess, white collar up in the hills certainly is a really nice place to live. There's occasionally some small robberies and stuff, but nothing too major. Mostly places near our downtown, and mostly places oddly on Skyline, that boulevard we were just on. I don't know why. I guess people just find it easy to get up there, kick a door in, grab a few things, and then drive down Skyline somewhere else. Whereas between the freeways and Skyline Boulevard, there are so many mazes and twisty turns, and we live on a twisty cul-de-sac. Whoa, shit. Passing on the right. Not expected, not super cool. I mean, probably didn't know where I was, but a little heads up so we don't crash next time. Aprilia, nice, nicey. Yeah, I gotta say, I did not expect to be passed on the right. So, for at least motorcyclists and bicyclists, right? When you're in groups, they say the best thing for consistency's sake is pass on the left side, because that way, you know, if you ever have to do an emergency stop or pull to the right or put your foot down, you're not going to crash into somebody. Also, you know, that's where cars pass. They pass on the left, not on the right. So, you know, think about it, you know. Man, he would have been pissed off if I fucking went like wedged right into him, because I was starting to go right, thinking he'd pass me on the left. I mean, I'd be pissed too, because I can't really replace this bike easily. But that'd be a really expensive bike to trip up. Like, my bike would probably get a minor ding or two, and I'd probably fuck up his fairings and stuff. Always a fun little rodeo bump back there. I have to stand on it. Well, I don't have to, but it's a good idea for me to stand on the pegs, because that gets your so your ass doesn't fly up when the bike sends itself up. And I've got really good angle for where my feet are. It's almost 90 degrees, so you know, I can just stand right up like this all the way, and it's not a problem.
That'll show off. Gosh, she's good.
Gotta remember the screen door. It's too easy to twist your head. So what you want to do is think of your headlight. This is what I learned on some awesome videos. Think of your headlight as being a screen or like a plane, and you can't see, like this whole part you can't see through, so you want to get left or right depending on your turn. So I'm gonna try that now. Get my leg out too. Definitely helps with getting that bike over.
Wow.
Kind of fun. Definitely makes you an active rider. The other thing is to lift your ass off the seat. So when you shift and move your hip off the bike, instead of sliding your ass, lift it. That way you don't move the bike around. The bike kind of stays up the whole time, almost not 90 degrees up, but kind of in that ballpark. Those are the two biggest instructions on how to drop a knee. I don't think I could ever drop a knee with this bike, but at some point, if I were to, definitely helps, and it helps with cornering. Hells yeah. Make sure no one's behind us. Shit, man.
Hello.
Those boys know how to do it? after I get some curves in. See what you got. Oh yeah, nice. Yeah. That's what I like to see. Get your lean on. Way too much fun, people. Gotta be careful. Don't get cocky, kid. But it's fucking fun. I mean, it's very fun. Definitely feels the closest thing to being strapped onto a rocket, I'm just saying. I mean, you kind of are strapped onto a rocket is what my point is. Nice little shot of Hunter there. Nice little lean. A head shake? Ooh, that's bright. At some point those motorbike guys will probably come whizzing by us. You know what, I think I'm doing a 1978 bike kind of proud. Having a little fun with it. Not going too crazy, but definitely pushing it through its paces. Whoa, shit. A bugger, a rock from his tire, I think. This tremendously awesome big tire. Love that tire and rear. Just saying. We're getting some good shots of Hunter here, yeah. All right. Superstar. Hunter's right though, this is definitely a longer way to get to the bike store, but you know, it's a lot more enjoyable than a car. A lot more challenging. And as I was saying, you know, you get in a car, it's like you almost go numb instantly. You're like, whatever, rolling house. Not so on a bike. You feel the wind, the cold, the heat, the sun, you don't have a shade. Every bounce and curve, and you only got two wheels. So got these quick, nimble little mechanical beasts. Kind of hard doing close camera work. It doesn't look like it, but I'm getting to within 5 feet of his wheel. There's a lot to think about here. Pay attention to, including the road conditions. Turkeys! That's kind of cool. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Haven't said that. Hope in 2 weeks you have good food with family and friends. We will. So I hope everybody gets some time off. That'd be nice. Some relaxing. You know, I don't know if you can tell this, but it hasn't rained much at all. It's mid-November now. Pretty much hasn't rained since a little bit in the summer. Not much. This is very unusual for California. By now we would have had multiple storms and water levels would be up, but they're just continuing to go down, and it's going to be a little interesting winter. We're going to have to see how the storms hit us and how much water we get. Hope that's not someone who went down. Didn't think so. Last week we came by someone with, I think it was on our bicycles, with their knee out and getting bandaged off a bike on the side of the road with some friends, or probably people he was biking with. Definitely had that kind of scary look. Like someone's world got shaken up and slightly hurt. Bikes are fun. Did I say that yet? They're fun. And you can cover a lot of distance pretty quick, but not super quick. You know what I mean? So you kind of get the right speed. Get to see a little bit more. Smell and see the countryside, as it were.